When it comes to keeping our homes clean, most of us think about dusting, vacuuming, and maybe wiping down the windows. But what about the air we breathe? That's where air purifiers step in, and in recent years they've become less of a luxury and more of a necessity, especially if you're living in a city with pollution, dealing with allergies, or simply wanting fresher air indoors. Today, we're looking at the Xiaomi MIJIA Air Purifier 5, an addition to Xiaomi's already well-established lineup of smart purifiers. Xiaomi has been steadily improving its purifiers over the years, and this one promises smarter sensors, quieter operation, and a filter system that can keep your air clean for months without extra hassle. But how effective is it at actually cleaning the air in real-world use? Let's break it down. Xiaomi has always leaned toward minimalist design, and the MIJIA Air Purifier 5 is no exception. At first glance, it's sleek and understated, wrapped in a clean matte white finish that blends seamlessly into just about any room. There are no wild curves or distracting logos. It's meant to disappear into your space, not dominate it. The highlight on the front is a full-color LCD display that shows real-time air quality information. This is a feature we really appreciate because it gives you immediate feedback. You don't have to take it on faith that the purifier is working. You can literally watch the numbers shift as the air improves. It's a small but important touch that makes the purifier feel more interactive. Another design detail worth mentioning is the detachable top cover and magnetic door system. It may sound minor, but when you need to change filters or do a quick clean, having a simple tool-free system makes life so much easier. Xiaomi clearly thought about how people actually use purifiers on a daily basis, and they've made the whole process less of a chore. Now, on to performance, the heart of any purifier. The MIJIA Air Purifier 5 comes equipped with an upgraded dust sensor monitoring system. Instead of just measuring overall pollution, it can actually differentiate between multiple particle types. That means it doesn't just fight invisible smog or smoke. It picks up coarse particles like renovation dust, pollen, and even sandstorm debris. This is especially useful if you deal with seasonal allergies. The purifier can detect spikes in pollen and respond quickly, pulling allergens out of the air before they start triggering sneezing fits or itchy eyes. And for anyone who's gone through a home renovation, you know how stubborn that fine dust can be. Having a purifier that recognizes and actively filters it makes a huge difference. The numbers Xiaomi gives us are impressive, and they back up the sensor system with real performance. 98% of pollen allergens removed within an hour. 99.98% of PM10 particles gone in the same time frame. Formaldehyde CADR of 150 cubic meters per hour. Removal rates of 98.1% for formaldehyde and 92.8% for total volatile organic compounds. For most people, those stats mean peace of mind. Whether you're dealing with outdoor pollution, secondhand smoke, or that faint chemical smell from new furniture, the MIJIA Air Purifier 5 is designed to handle it. It's not just about visible dust. It's about those tiny, often invisible pollutants that affect your health long-term. Here's the part we think most people care about. What's it like to actually live with this purifier day to day? First off, it's quiet. At just 30.1 decibels, it's quieter than a whisper in a library. That means you can run it all night in your bedroom without it keeping you awake. A lot of purifiers claim to be quiet, but you still end up noticing a background hum. This one blends so well into the environment that you'll forget it's even on. The filter life is another standout feature. Each filter lasts up to 12 months, which is longer than many competitors, and replacements cost about $28. That's a fair price for a year's worth of clean air, especially when you compare it to brands that require you to swap filters every few months. Another thing we like is how seamlessly it integrates into the Mi Home app. You can monitor air quality trends over time, switch operating modes, or even automate it so the purifier ramps up when pollution levels rise. If you're already using Xiaomi's smart ecosystem, things like their lights, vacuum cleaners, or security cameras, the purifier slots right in. And for voice control fans, it also works with Xiaomi's Xiao AI Assistant, so you can literally tell it when to start cleaning. Of course, no gadget is perfect, and the MIJIA Air Purifier 5 has its limits. The first drawback is availability. As of now, it's primarily being sold in China. That means if you live elsewhere, you'll either need to wait for an official global release or rely on third-party importers. Importing is always a bit of a gamble. You might end up paying more, and warranty coverage can be tricky. The second issue is the formaldehyde CADR rating. At 150 cubic meters per hour, it's solid for average rooms. But if you're dealing with larger spaces or heavy chemical pollutants, you might want something more powerful. Xiaomi's own higher-end purifiers, like the Air Purifier 5 Pro, offer stronger performance in that regard. And finally, while the MIJIA Air Purifier 5 handles dust, pollen, and VOCs well, it doesn't have UV sterilization or advanced germ-killing features. Some competing models now include UVC lamps or multiple fans for faster, more thorough cleaning. Xiaomi saves those features for its premium models, so if sterilization is important to you, this may not be the purifier to go for. With all that said, I think the MIJIA Air Purifier 5 is perfect for a very wide audience. Families with allergies who want reliable pollen and dust removal. Apartment dwellers who need a quiet purifier that won't disturb sleep. Smart home enthusiasts who already use the Mi Home app and want a purifier that integrates seamlessly. Anyone sensitive to VOCs or chemical smells from new furniture or home improvements. Where it may fall short is for people with very large homes or those specifically seeking germicidal sterilization features. For that, you'd want to step up to the Pro model or look at competitors in the higher price bracket. So, is the Xiaomi MIJIA Air Purifier 5 worth it? In my opinion, yes, absolutely, if you can get your hands on one. It's smart, efficient, and refreshingly easy to use. The upgraded dust sensor system feels like a genuine leap forward compared to older models, and the quiet operation makes it one of those devices you'll forget about until you realize how much cleaner your air feels. The downsides are there: availability, slightly lower CADR compared to pro-level machines, and the absence of UV sterilization. But none of those are deal breakers if your main goal is simply to breathe cleaner, fresher air every day. In short, the MIJIA Air Purifier 5 is a purifier that doesn't just promise cleaner air. It delivers it, quietly and intelligently, without demanding much from you in return. For most homes, it's more than enough, and it does its job so well you'll quickly wonder how you ever lived without one.